Hey guys, it's Mel. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do a little bit of a mental health check-in, real talk. I've been really inspired recently by some other booktubers who talk about their own mental health and mental well-being. And do the occasional check-in and share with us about what's going on for them and what they're experiencing. And I thought that since it's Mental Health Week and we're in the middle of the Mental Healthathon readathon, that maybe me sharing my experiences might be helpful as well. I'm not going to talk about anything specific, but I do just want to talk a little bit about my own mental health and mental well-being and share with you guys. So I personally live with anxiety. I know that's not exactly an unusual thing these days. It has a bigger toll on me on some occasions than others. I do take medication for my anxiety, and I think that definitely helps. I also have a counsellor that I see semi-regularly, and that definitely helps. But yeah, some days it's better than others, and I can go for weeks and weeks without it really having that much of an effect, or it can get overwhelming and I just want to curl up on the couch and watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer or the Gilmore Girls. Some of you probably saw a tweet to that effect last weekend. That doesn't happen hugely often. I don't feel overwhelmed by my anxiety very much, thank goodness. It's always a low-level kind of itch in the back of my brain. And the things that make it spark more than anything else is worry over what people think of me, including this channel. It's amazing to me that 120 people have elected to hit that subscribe button, but I still can't help feeling anxious about the fact that there aren't more people hitting that subscribe button. It's not really about wanting lots of people to follow me, it's about worrying about what I'm doing wrong, or have I not figured out the YouTube algorithm properly, which of course I haven't, or am I not making content that people like? This is not to make people feel guilty or make people decide they have to subscribe just to help my mental health. This is just me telling you what the anxiety is most affected by. And like I said, it's how people potentially perceive me. Usually it's in my own head. When I was younger, I used to get really paranoid about things I may have said to people or done in front of people and how that may have caused them not to like me. Particularly around drinking. If I'd had a night out and gotten a little bit tipsy, I would usually the next day be incredibly concerned about what I may have done and how it may have been perceived. Usually, most people were in the same boat as I was and they didn't have any issues with anything that I'd done. Of course, anyone that did have issues, not just when there was alcohol involved, but at any time, we usually were able to figure it out. So it was never as bad as I thought it was, but that is still something that I struggle with. Not quite to the same extent as that, but definitely it's a concern for me. Recently I sent a message to a friend of mine who is an author about something I was writing and looking for some tips on that thing that I was writing. And her response was basically to just do it good, which is actually pretty funny. But the fact that she was very brief in her initial response, she later got back to me with a whole bunch of really helpful things. But the fact that she was very brief in that initial response caused me to feel worried that I'd done something to upset her. When that sort of thing happens, it takes work for me to think about the fact that no, I doubt that she is annoyed with you. The brevity of the response is more likely due to other circumstances like her own life and her own business and even potentially her own mental health. I didn't on this occasion respond to this friend and become crazy. I've gotten pretty good about not letting that happen, and usually I can manage to keep it within myself enough that I don't go and annoy the person who I've interacted with and potentially has inadvertently caused the spike of anxiety, if that makes any sense. Of course, the people who are closest to me don't get to experience that. they have to be the ones that see the anxiety and hear about the concerns, because as much as I try not to, I do not do well if I don't externalize these things. So it usually means that I have to go and say something to someone. For the last few years, that has been my partner, Rowan. Rowan, if you are watching this, I apologize. I know that it must be really tiring to have to listen to me all the time talk about things that really aren't that important at the end of the day, but that have in some way sparked my anxiety to a level where I need to have reassurance that everything's okay. But he's incredibly amazing, and he always manages to make me feel better, and I feel very, very blessed that I have someone like that in my life. I feel very blessed that I have the people in my life that I do. I have an incredible family who are incredibly supportive. I have wonderful friends who are also incredibly supportive. I have an amazing partner, like I just mentioned, who is incredibly supportive. I have gorgeous cats who, although really most of the time I think they just want to sit on something warm, give me cuddles when I really need it, and it's really special. And lately, since I've started this BookTube channel, and particularly since I've started being more active on Twitter, I've made friends with some incredible people from all around the world who have really similar interests to me, and that's amazing as well. So thank you all for joining me and for watching what I have to say, and for chatting with me on Twitter and following me on Instagram. You guys are amazing, and it's just incredible. So yeah, that's sort of what I experience. It's not necessarily that bad all the time, but sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. But like I said, thank goodness for Rowan, who is always so amazing, and my cats, and my family, and you guys, and my friends. Anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit about my mental health experiences with you guys, since it is the Mental Health Readathon, and since it is Mental Health Week, Awareness Week. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I really do thank you for coming along and watching and listening to me. I really hope that you are enjoying my channel, and thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. I have a great time making these videos, and I'm really enjoying BookTube. So again, thank you all so much. If you did like this video in particular, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my videos, and I will talk to you later.